back. It's hard to believe it's January 8th, and Happy New Year to everyone. Hope everyone had a great holiday season. So we're going to warm up a little bit first. Just kind of go over the moving for better balance form. And once we get warmed up, I would like to go through these forms just so you can see the form, especially for the newer people who may have not had a chance to practice very much. And then we'll break the form down a little bit at a time for each different movement. Okay, so you can either stand up or just chair. We're just going to do some warm-up exercises. So adjust the screen a little bit. So just raise your arms up slowly. Push down and back. And let's raise them a little bit more. And this time, let's go all the way up. And push down and back. Okay, let's form a ball. The ball is about the size of a beach ball or a basketball. And just push the ball forward and back. And just to breathe while we're doing these exercises. Don't hold your breath. Try not to. More time. We're going to expand the ball. Spread our wings, and at the very end, stretch your fingers. Relax them. Come back to the center. Now we're going to go vertically with the ball. So as I move the ball up, down, and rotate the ball, do the other side. One more time on each side. Okay. Now, I'm going to reach to the diagonal. Back to the ball. This is just like parting the wild horse's mane. And come back to the ball, and then just move the ball over to your other side, turning your head slightly. Rotate the ball. Back to the other side, turning your head slightly. This time turn a little bit more. Rotate the ball. And to turn at the waist 180 degrees. And just relax for a couple seconds. Okay, so I'd like to go through the entire form. We're going to do the form sitting down and then standing. There is footwork involved, but we're not going to do the footwork today. We'll start next week. So let me go through the form and just observe. Okay, so hope I have enough room here. Just that screen. Okay, so I'm going to start with my feet shoulder width apart, hands at my side. Step in, put my left foot, steps to the side, and I'm going to open the door. Hands up to shoulder height, bring back at shoulder height. Slowly push down and back. I'm going to form a ball. Right side, right hand on top. Bring in the left foot. So both feet are together. I'm going to step to the side with my left foot and rotate the ball. Bring in the right foot. Step to the right, side stepping. Hit the ball. Now I'm going to mark the wild horse position. Just like we did in that warm-up exercise. And closer and closer because I'm stepping forward. So I'm going to move back a little bit. The next movement is anyone remember this one? Single whip. Again, I'm stepping forward. And notice after each movement, I'm coming back to the ball. So we do one movement to the left side, one movement to the right side. If we go to the left hand's going to be on top of the ball. From the ball, the right hand's on top. Okay? So now I'm going to do cloud hands. And I'm going to steps involved the left side and the right side. So on the second step, I want to look over my palms, turn at the waist, stand soon. In the third step, I'm going to form a ball. Stepping with the right foot. The left hand is on top of the ball. Now I'm going to go to my right. Look over at the waist, scanning the room, 180 degrees. Because we're looking for the monkeys. Okay. The next move, pulse the monkey. So this is a backward step. Yeah, moving backwards. Brush knee and push. Back to the ball again. Up. Moving forward, but in this case, I'm going to step back just so you can see the movement. So now we're going to do Fair Lady Works the shuttle. So I'm just going to rotate the ball, turning both palms outward, and you push. Ball on the left, left hand on top, step to the right, both palms outward and push. Then we're going to do the ward off and grass the peacock's tail. Pull the ward off, grass the peacock's tail. And we are with the ball on the left hand on top. We do the ward off over on the right side, grass the peacock's tail. Then we're ready to close the door. Got the ball on the right hand on top. I'm just going to step to the side, bring the ball to the center, cross my hands and separate them. Straight ahead, straighten the fingers and the wrist, bring the hands back and shoulder up. Slowly push down and back. Hands to your side and step in with your left. Okay, so as we go through the future classes, I'm going to break down the each movement. So for those of you who might be new, at first this seems like it's overwhelming, but stick with it. We're going to break each movement down, and hopefully in 12 weeks you'll have the form down pat. Okay, so let's do this sitting in the chair. There's three different ways that we learn this form, and we learn it sitting down. We learn it standing up, with holding onto a chair if necessary, and then we do the whole entire movement, the 8 movements. So we have plenty of time, so just relax. This is all going to come together during the 12 weeks. Okay, so just sit in your chair and relax. And we're just going to slowly raise the arms up to shoulder height. This is called open the door. Bring the hands back at shoulder height. And push down and back. I'm going to form a ball on the right side. Let me readjust the screen. You can see my hand. Okay. So the ball is on the right side. Right hand on top, left hand on the bottom. We're just going to move the ball. It's the next movement called move the ball. You're going to rotate the ball, trying to keep the ball the same size as you rotate it. Just rotated the ball from the right side over to the left side. And whenever we have the ball on the right, just to reiterate, the right hand is going to be on top. Whenever the ball is over on the left side, my left side, the left hand is going to be on top. Okay, I know this can get to be confusing looking at me from your angle. Okay, so we just opened the door. Move, rotate the ball over to the other side and back to the other side. Then we're going to part the wild horse's mane. Back a bit so my hand's better. Okay, and we're just bringing the palms very close to each other, but we're not touching it. And as you bring the palms down, and they go over each other, you should feel some heat coming out of the middle of your hands. And this is supposed chi, the energy. You can feel the heat. If no one can feel the heat, have your hands checked. Okay, so we're going to part the wild horse's mane. This is where we're reaching to the diagonal. This part of the wild horse's mane, we're going to come back to the ball. Remember the ball, left hand's on top, right hand's on the bottom. We're going to part the wild horse's mane to the other side. And come back to the ball. And as you do these exercises, these movements, you can shift your weight from side. So when you go to my left, which would be over on your right, you can shift the weight, even though we're sitting in the chair. So, and the reason for this, learning the movement sitting down in the chair, is if you're on the slopes someday and you're skiing and you run into a tree, and hopefully nothing happens, but if you break a leg, sit in the chair and do your Tai Chi. So there's no excuse not to do your Tai Chi. Okay, so that's parting the wild horse's mane. Now we're going to do a single whip. So with your right hand, okay, from the ball, we're going to make a hook with the right hand. And when you do that, see if you can do one finger at a time, ending up touching your thumb. That's exercise for your fingers, especially for those of us who have arthritis in the hands. Okay? Now, the left hand is going to come up across your field of vision. Just look at the middle of your palm. So, look at the middle of your palm. As your hand comes over to your left shoulder, turn the palm outward. And we're going to push. Back to the ball, the left side, hand on top. And we'll make a hook with the left hand. The right hand's going to come across your field of vision. Look at the middle of your palm. As the right hand comes over to your right shoulder, turn the palm outward. Shift your weight as you do this push. And come back to the ball. Check and see how we're doing on time. Okay, so we're going to review what we just did. Towards the end of the session, we're also going to do a Qigong exercise called longevity Qigong. It's kind of easy, so it's not difficult. So you can just follow what I'm doing. So let's review up to so relax. This time, let's stand. Let's stand up. And we're just going to do this standing in place. So just have your feet shoulder width apart. And bend your knees a little bit, just slightly. Just so you don't have your legs locked straight. So just slightly. Start with your hands at your side. We're going to open the door. We're going to slowly raise the arms up. Shoulder height. Put the hands back at shoulder height. And we're going to push down and back. And when you push back, see if you can go back a little further every time you do this. But not to the point where you're going to hurt yourself. So we're going to form a ball on the right side, with the right hand on top. And we're just going to move the ball. As we do, we can also shift our weight over to the left leg. So as we move the ball, we're rotating the ball, trying to keep it the same size. As you rotate it, the left hand is on top. Move the ball back, rotating the ball back to the right side. We're going to park the wild horse in the mane. Here we go. Palms are over each other. So feel some heat from the palms. Reach to the. In the meantime, the right hand is going to come at your side, palm facing the floor. Ball on the left. Park the wild horse's mane over right side as we shift the weight. This time the left hand is going to be at your side. Back to the ball. Notice as I come back to the ball, I'm also moving my weight to the center. So put the wild horse's mane. We'll do the single whip. My palm comes across. I'm going over to my left shoulder. I'm going to turn the palm outward. Shift the weight and push. So with us standing in place, you can feel that weight shift as you go to the right. Even though we're stationary, you'll feel that weight shift from one side to the other, whether you're parting the wild horse's mane, bring the ball. So you're exercising in place. No footwork, not yet. So let me check in and see how we're coming along here. Okay, so let's do this one more time. If we have time, we'll do it 2 more times. Okay, so feet shoulder width apart. Bend your knees slightly. Just relax. Open the door. Keep the arms up to shoulder height. Bring the hands back at shoulder height. And slowly push down and back. The ball on the right side with the right hand on top. Just going to move the ball. Rotate the ball one side to the other. And then back to the other side. Heart well towards the knee. Come back to the ball on the left hand on top. And work the wild horse's mane over to your right side. Back to the ball. And for the single whip. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Marilyn, can you unmute everyone for a second? Any questions from anyone? Okay. So let's, yes. Okay, let's do it one more time. So feet shoulder width apart, hands on your side, bend your knees slightly. Here we go. Open the door. Hands back at shoulder height. Slowly push down and back. Just like you're pushing through a hot tub. Up the ball. And we're just going to move the ball. Rotating the ball from one side to the other. And back to the other side. Apart the wild horse's mane. Over on your left side. And then on the right side. And the single whip. And back to the ball on the right. Right hand on top. Okay. We have enough time to go over our longevity Qigong exercise. So just begin with your feet shoulder width apart, bend your knees slightly, and I'm going to start my list. we go. Reach forward apart, bend your knees slightly, and have your palms facing each other. And we say, this has a little poem with it. We say, two dragons with words. Bring your hands in towards your chest. Two tigers go into hiding. Soaring up into the sky. Seeking the moon at sleep bottom. Abbot lifts the bronze urn. Wild goose lands on flat sand. The elderly monk lifts up the chi, leading away the goat. All right, so I'm back here. Anybody have any questions about anything? Okay, so we're running out of time. So one last thing I'd like to do is the Tai Chi Salute. And make a fist with your right hand. Put the fist into the palm of your left hand and extend the fingers and cover up the little hole in the fist with your left thumb. And we're going to bow to each other to show respect for one another. And you say, Pang Yomen Zai Jin, Pang Yomen Zai Pang Yomen Zai Jin. That means goodbye, friends.